Hello. I've just gone live a little bit early. Remove that. We're not live yet. I'll remove the new banner and do this. So we've got a new system. So I'm just working it all out, which is why I wanted to go. But so sorry for the 4 minutes of just harrowing silence. I just wanted to make sure we were all set up for a brand new Pulse of the Nation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our new setup here at Pulse of the Nation. Thanks to our new system operators. I don't know if that's the right word. Producers, I suppose. Joke Pit, as you can see in this corner, the lovely Joke Pit, who are a wonderful company who sell lots of tickets to comedy events and have been running lots of online comedy events, have helped us put together all of this. So it's a bit snazzier, and hopefully all the tech issues have gone away and we can do fancy stuff like bring up the comments onto the screen. So here's Danica saying there he is because I've appeared on screen. Here's James saying hello. Here's Cam saying hey. Hey Cam, hope you're all doing well. So we are live on Facebook and YouTube, and I believe for the first time on Twitter. Not on my Twitter page, but on a Twitter page somewhere. And whatever you comment, it all comes through to the centralized system, and I can bring you up to the screen. So if you have anything to comment, and of course, as always, you can call in during the show. Look at this fancy schmancy stuff going on. Don't call in yet. We're going to get to our topics first, and indeed, I have to introduce my guest for today, the wonderful Max Fulham. Hello, Max.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Lovely to be here. Thank you for having me on Pulse of the Nation.
No worries. Thank you for joining us. As you say, Pulse of the Nation. There it is. This is Series 2, Episode 3. So
all the graphics.
Yeah, I've gone proper fancy. You've seen the show before.
Yes.
So what are you expecting from today? Are you expecting like kind of very heated debate or a very
just usual hard-hitting stuff, really?
Hard-hitting.
Yeah. It's usually stuff that hasn't really hit the mainstream media yet.
I know. It's ridiculous. I can't believe the mainstream media aren't focusing on this rather than any of the hundreds of horrific things going on in the world. I can't believe they're not focused on this. So I'll quickly say hello to some of the people. Colin says, greetings, Colin. And that is a mighty fine beard. I can't zoom in too much on your profile, but big fan of the beard, Colin. Thank you for joining us. Very fancy. Thank you, Gareth. You're also looking dashing tonight, may I say. Cam said, is this with sponsors? The production value is going up and up every week. Well, it's not. I suppose it is sort of sponsored by the wonderful Joke Pit. They kind of technologically sponsored us, if that makes. Thank you, Max. I was too far away, so
I was trying to
work out where you could point to. So we have technological sponsors and Joke Pit. There's lots of events running on Joke Pit, so do go check them out. A lot of love already for you, Danica. From Danica for you, Max. Max is wearing a wonderful shirt.
Thank you so much.
I think James echoes that sentiment. He says, "I'm feeling underdressed." You and me both, James. He's got this. What is it? Lonsdale. What do you make of the? Because obviously it's got Adidas, Nike, and Slazim. What is the association you have with something like Lonsdale?
Me? Oh goodness. Well, I make a habit of staying well clear from any sports clothing. So I don't have too much of an association. Lonsdale is just in the Sports Direct bin with the rest of them for me.
That is it, in it, Sports Direct bin. But yeah, I just feel like if you see someone in Umbro, you'd be like, oh god, they're I feel like I'd have a stereotype of people in certain brandings. I just wanted to know, what are your brandings of cheap wear suitable for PE? That's what Danica says. So that's her Lonsdale stereotype.
I feel like Lonsdale we should write it as a sort of alternative to Emmerdale.
Lonsdale, Emmerdale. What would it be? Where would it be set? This Lonsdale, so popular.
A painfully small-minded village.
So where on earth will we find one of those?
Full of cheap fabric.
Cheap fabric. This fabric doesn't feel cheap, and I think it was actually my brother's, so it's lasted a long time. That's even worse.
Well, Lonsdale, they've done a good job there. Get them to sponsor it.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of do have a sponsor. If you could do the pointing for me, please, Max.
That side.
Yes. But yeah, but Jack says the setup is cool. Thank you, Jack. Nice shoe there. This is we don't often get to see people's profile pictures like this.
I know there was, and we're getting YouTube usernames as well, which is really fun.
I did a live.
Sometimes they're not names.
Exactly. I did a live stream gig, and there was a 40-year-old man using his 10-year-old son's YouTube account, and he was commenting on the comedy under the name Nyan Cat Nazi. His profile picture was the Nyan Cat. Very funny.
There's a video that shouldn't be made.
Nyan Cat Nazi. Yeah, there's another one bites the dust there. Everyone's being outed at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. Who knew that Nyan Cat was one?
Nazi, yeah. Well, that's not what this show is about. We're here, if anything, to escape from the world's news by asking some interesting questions, some of which you'll see flashing across the screen now. That's my phone number that you can call in at the end. This is episode 3. Now, what do you think about the topics that we're going to cover today? Do you know what's coming?
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
so,
and they're tough questions. Okay,
yeah. Just because we don't normally do this, we normally do the question by question, but I just want a quick one-sentence summary of what you think's going to come up in. How do you see the debates going? So question 1, we have what flavour is green?
I think there's going to be potential confusion over sweet and savoury, and are they separate categories?
Yeah, I agree. That's going to be some tension. Best part of a Christmas dinner?
Everyone's going to want to answer that you can't separate Christmas dinner. It is one entity.
And finally, flight invisibility.
Oh, just all out fighting over this one. Because the tough choices, I can't see invisibility being used for anything that's not dubious.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope there wasn't somebody that tuned in before or after I said that we're going to run through them quickly. Otherwise, there's people watching this going, "It's a very short show this week, wasn't it?" Questions. So my dad has called out my shirt. Apparently, it's not my brother's shirt. It was a present from my brother to him, and it didn't fit him, but it did fit me.
So it's got even more history than we thought.
Yeah, but I mean, the overall sentiment from all the comments is that I need to up my shirt game because look what I'm competing with. Where did you get your shirt? Tell us about your shirt, Max.
I don't know where this one's. Probably Next or a similar middle-aged shop. It's probably Next. I think it might be Next. I like a pattern. I like something a bit loud. And it's nice. Probably compensating for personality features, really.
Well, I mean, you've got a wonderful personality, Max. Are you saying that you have a quiet personality? Because that is definitely not true.
Not quiet. No, not quiet.
I'll introduce you a bit properly in a minute. I just want to bring up Colin's comment here. Fruit of the Loom tour t-shirts. So
beard is back.
The beard is back. It is a fantastic beard. I'm very jealous. I cannot grow any.
I feel like the profile picture is a crop of this photo, and it looks like the beard potentially continues
forever. Maybe, who knows?
An eternal beard.
This is very bad of us. We're almost discounting the actual content of your words, Colin, purely based on the exterior of your beard.
Not almost. I completely am. I don't care what he writes.
Yes. It's like I know that's a very niche reference. We won't go into it. Fruit Loom tour. What tours? What kind of tours are you going to see, Colin? Let us know. But otherwise, we'll kind of move towards the first question, which people have already started to answer. James is coming in with lime. So that's the answer. What is the question? Well, the question is, sorry, just had a sip of water. What flavour is green? So, do you want to explain what we're thinking with this question?
Yeah. So we're thinking, what flavour is green? So we're talking about the colour green as opposed to anything else.
That cleared things up for everybody.
Green related. I just said it with a bit more TED Talk emphasis for you.
I wonder if I can. You keep talking. You carry on.
Keep talking. You have a little play around. So, what flavour do you associate with the colour green? Is it lime, like we had someone say? But some people would argue it's apple. And then some people would go down the route of crisps. There's also controversy there, of course, because there's not a uniform colouring system.
Yes. So the crisps is a very controversial area to work with. And as you say, they got the lime and apple debate as well. Just quickly say hello, Maggie. Thank you for joining us today, and hello to any of the SoFam that have joined us as well. So, shall we focus on the fruit first or the crisps first? Do you have anything to?
Let's go for fruit. Are there any other fruits that it could be? The kiwi isn't a flavour, is it?
Yeah, you don't get many kiwi flavored things.
No.
Danica agrees with James. She says lime. Joe says ideally apple, but it usually ends up being lime. Life is a very pessimistic view from Joe there.
Oh, such a shame.
Yeah, somebody said, Joanna McDonald commented earlier that it should be lime and that the apple should be greeny red. It should acknowledge the redness of some apples.
Greeny red. So not one colour.
No, like a greeny red mix to show the diversity of apple kind.
Okay. All right. Okay. A sort of green red tie dye.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was imagining. Green red tie dye. So
right, I'm sure we can find an exception to the rule that green sweets are always limey.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, people argue about the Skittle green, whether that is lime or apple. Now, I'm going to be very honest, and I think this is going to be controversial. I can't really taste the difference between the Skittles.
Just sort of sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. Although somebody said, where's Ellie? Ellie said the green is savoury. So when we're talking about what flavour is green, broccoli, green beans, vegetables, basically.
Whoa! They've taken it out of a whole different ballpark, a whole different kettle of ballparks to something that is green and has a flavour. They've gone, I associate it with vegetables.
Mm-hmm. So
wow.
You, of course, eat your greens. Gareth is suggesting, as Cam says, just grey food. Maybe we eat grey. That is an image of the future that's quite often presented, of like we're all just eating grey mush in like Wally, in like a Wally floating chair.
Yeah.
Avocado, James says, that's interesting. Charlotte says it is, again, a lot of people are saying it is always lime, but Charlotte agrees with Joe and thinks it should be apple.
Well, okay, so she agrees with the fact it is lime, but she thinks it should be apple. This is a new stance.
Yeah. It's a brand new stance. That's what we're all about. We're about hot takes here on Pulse.
Someone's still saying opal fruits.
Yeah, that's Danica there saying that lime opal fruits are the best. Cam also thinks lime sweets are very good. I'm not a massive fan of lime flavour.
I quite like a lime starburst.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know there was a lime starburst. That's very bad of me. I don't think I could rattle off all the starburst flavors. What are all the starburst flavors? I
could say red, purple, orange, green.
You're giving me colors. I'm not getting.
Oh, flavors, just sort of starburst flavor. The lime one cuts through a bit more because it's very citrusy, so I think it's lime.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hello, Tommy. Thank you for joining us. Janet says lime is terrible, so she does not agree. Lime is not good. Mint green. That is we're getting. Thing is, this is. I thought this was going to be a controversial question. What flavor is green? But we're just being bombarded with food stuff. We got lime. We got apple. We got mint. We got avocado.
Oh my goodness.
Vegetables.
I totally didn't think about the sort of the peppermint spearmint debate here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow. There's so much going on. Good shout. Common misconception. I don't know what that might be about. The Starburst.
It could be about anything.
There's lots going on. I've just found a Google whack. We'll come back to that in a minute. Limeade is strange. I don't like limeade. I don't. A lot of the aids that. Be very careful how you say that.
Sorry, what?
A lot of the aids, as in cherry aid, lemonade, limeade.
You need a graphic for things like that.
Yeah. Everything other than lemonade and orange aid is just weird. By Starburst, you mean opal fruits. Of course, I forgot to mention that my friend Danica is very old, so that's why she said opal fruits instead of Starburst there. Ellie, however, a certified young person, says Starburst is strawberry, lime, blackcurrant, and orange. So thank you, Ellie, for answering our Starburst question.
One huge Starburst with no commas.
Yep, I like it. It's a nice list.
I'd have it. I'd eat that.
That's
Absolutely.
a good range of. It's good. What's your favorite Starburst flavor? We'll add that into the mix. While we probably should, because there's already too much going on.
There's a lot going on.
So strawberry, red, orange is orange, green is like purple, green is like lime. Green is. I thought that was like a simile. Green is like. Green is lime, purple is blueberry. So a bit of a disagreement there. Blackcurrant or blueberry on the purple front.
Oh.
But Ellie says it's quite sad that she knows that.
It's not sad. It shows you're well versed.
Exactly. You're a very cultured person, Ellie. Anyone who puts blackcurrant then lime has made a terrible life choice. It goes blackcurrant, strawberry, orange, yellow.
There's an order.
Lime is the basic. This is Charlotte's preference, and lime is at the very bottom.
Wow.
Pink Starburst. Oh yes, it's the pink straw. The pink must be strawberry, shouldn't it? That's favorite Starburst. Blackcurrant isn't really a flavor here.
Where is he?
James is in Canada, so you don't have blackcurrant. That's quite.
It's just not it's not a concept.
Not a flavouring. That's quite a staple of British, like blackcurrant squash. Those are your options.
Ribena.
Orange. You go to a kid's party. I mean, as in when you're a kid. I'm not going to kids' parties now. But your options are triangle sandwiches, orange or blackcurrant squash. That's what you've got. To come back to the mint, sorry for jumping around all over the place. Keep putting your comments in. We're keeping track of them broadly. I think this is the fastest paced show. I've brought you onto something much more fast paced than I normally have, Max. Do you like it?
It's mind blowing. It's really lighting up the lines, isn't it?
It is. This dashboard's going wild. So on the mint, Cameron says mint being associated with white when the plant is green. So the little mints are always white. You're saying maybe the mint should be green.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we have Canada and America. Maggie says blackcurrant is not huge in America either, or particularly in Indiana. Join late, but green reminds me of Mad Dog 2020. What is Mad Dog 2020?
Mad Dog, what is that?
I don't know. So our current question, by the way, because I realised we've kind of bombarding you with information. In case you've joined late, the question is what flavour is green? Joseph Ash has brought in the kiwi. Very early doors, we mentioned kiwi, and this is the first time it's actually been brought up by one of our commenters. Joseph Ash says, "Quick kiwi is the best fruit, and we are contributing to kiwi erasure." How do you respond to those allegations, Max Fulham?
Well, wow. This is quite a big allegation, actually, because I like a kiwi. I do love a kiwi. They can be a bit messy to eat with a spoon. But there is nothing kiwi flavored because I'm just not sure it's strong enough to contend with the rest of these citrusy wonders of the fruit world.
Yeah, I mean, I do like a good kiwi, but I just don't think it's up there, Joseph. I'm very sorry. Poor Josh there. He's been sidelined. That is his official nickname, as if that's verified. But I do like doing that, especially if someone's surname starts with a vowel. I mean, Jash was the first person I'd ever seen it done. But James Acaster, J Caster. I do it all the time now.
Wow.
To answer Ian's question, 2020 Mad Dog 2020 is a drink. So thank you, Ian. Green is obviously a flavour of Mad Dog 2020. Thank you for my father. And it was the first drink he had when he turned 18, and the last time I drank it too. Was that because it was bad, or it just went out of circulation? Let us know, Ian. Now, while we're here, I mean, we're not going anywhere, are we? Are you going anywhere? You've been out on like socially distanced picnics or anything?
I've been out on a few socially distanced picnics, 1 or 2 walks. Yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice.
Good.
Oh wow, that's strong.
I thought, I'll tell you what, we maybe don't have to talk about every comment, but I can like flash them up on screen. And then I realized you could also see the comments as I flashed them up. So you'll have
it blinded me as it came up. Yeah.
Kiwis are the testicles of the fruit world. Is that a bad thing, Colin? Let us know what you think. Now, do you know what a Google whack is?
Google. Oh, I've heard this word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I can't recall it for you. No, I have no idea.
So it's a thing that Dave Gorman did a whole series about. You search for a 2-word phrase that only has one result on Google. Now the problem was it was very hard. Once you found a Google whack, it wasn't a Google whack for long because
My goodness.
people would find it. Now I don't know if this counts. I think I can share my screen here. I don't know if this counts because well, this is fancy, isn't it? But when I was searching Starburst flavors, I accidentally put Starburst flavors, and that only has one result on Google. Yeah, so
It must count then. Starburst.
Starburst. There you go. The more you know. Let's stop that screen sharing. What's been happening in that? Joseph would like to respond to the. I don't normally call you Joseph, Joe, but just because your name is there, it feels very formal. Kiwis are the most nutritious food, and they're not messy if you eat the skin. So, Colin, there you go.
How do you eat the skin of a kiwi?
I don't know. Ellie wants to know that as well. You eat the skin, I swear it's really hairy and grim, which brings us back to Colin's comment, really.
Linked.
We've already had somebody discounting our Google whack. Apparently it doesn't count. It has to be a real word. So unfortunately, we didn't discover a Google whack on the show. Dad says never eat the skin of a kiwi. Would you eat the skin of a kiwi, Max?
I don't see how you would. I feel like it would give you horrendous tongue burn.
Tummy burn?
Tongue burn. You know when you get...
Yeah. Well, what if you eat it upside down so that that's going...
Me or the kiwi?
I mean the kiwi skin. Like, so the skin is facing upwards into the roof of your mouth. Okay,
so you've got the sort of the fleshy part. No, let's not. Let's yeah, it's a weird, like, I don't understand it. Yeah, I'm not going to eat the skin of a banana, a kiwi. I'll eat the skin of, or an orange. I'm going to eat the skin of an apple.
Yeah, you don't eat the skin of an apple?
No, I would eat the skin of an apple. That's
do you eat apple cores? That's the one weird thing I do. I eat apple cores.
Oh, you're one of the apple core eaters.
Yeah, I can tell you why.
Why?
Thank you for asking. It's because I really hate food waste. I really hate, not like ethically, I just hate dealing.
Are you doing it for ethical reasons?
No, not at all. I just hate, like, when I have to do the food bit, I say do the food bins. My dad's going to comment and say I never do the bins. It's true. But, like, of all the bins, I cannot deal with food waste. So for me, I'd rather eat it than have to deal with that core, especially when it starts going, browning.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant thing to deal with. No,
not at all. Quickly coming back to Ian to clarify about Mad Dog 2020. It looked like snot. It didn't taste much better. No idea if it still exists, but I remember it 25 years on. So that's a drink that Ian was referring to when he
stuck with him.
That's what he associates with the flavour green. To clarify, thank you, Joe. We are referring to we said, we are referring to kiwis, the fruit, not the people. Please do not cannibalise New Zealanders. That's very important. Cam says kiwi skins are fine. I started eating them out of laziness recently. It's all G. So yes, I suppose similar to me. Sometimes it is laziness having to get rid of the apple core. Genuine, I just hate touching used food isn't the word. What's the word?
Used food. Half-eaten
food. Going to a used food bazaar. Pick up some used food. Oh God, that's awful. Sorry. Do you peel the kiwi with the spoon? You said spoon was messy, so would you peel it, Max?
Well, I would try and peel it, but I feel like it's a difficult fruit to peel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I just feel like it can be quite labour intensive to get to the goodness.
Yeah, it's too soft to peel as well. Like with a potato, you've got a hard core to push against, but yeah. Mm-hmm. So apple core goes to the dog as a little snack. Did it once as a dare and never looked back. So that's how Joe got into eating kiwi skin. He was dared like an absolute mad lad. Oh, sorry, you eat that kiwi skin? Let's.
Oh, danger.
And to bring us back to the question, because we do need to move on to question 2. Green is not a flavour; it is a colour.
Oh.
So basically, our question is irrelevant, and we have no answer.
Well,
although you know what's crazy, we spent like 20 minutes on this question, like 15-20 minutes on this question, and we've only covered the apple lime thing. We didn't even get into salt and vinegar.
No.
No. So quick fire, let us know, is green in crisps? Is it salt and vinegar or is it cheese and onion? For the flavour green, I think we all agree that it normally is lime. Like if you're out in the wild, I mean not the wild, you're not finding fruit pastels in the wild, but just wherever you are, if you find a green sweet, it's probably going to be lime. Some people think it should be apple, but it's normally lime. But what about crisps? Let us know what you think about
salt and vinegar.
Mm-hmm. While some comments are coming in, look what else people have been saying. Blue is definitely a favourite. They call it raspberry, but it doesn't taste like raspberry. And I argue that blue is a better description of the flavour. Very conceptual there.
Wow.
Cut in half and use the spoon as a bowl. I assume me use the skin as a bowl.
Yeah.
My dad agrees that's the correct way. Cheese and onion is green, so that goes against Walker's, of course, the biggest, or Lay's as it is globally. Cheese and onion is blue, but Danica thinks cheese and onion should be green. I mean, it does make sense. Cheese and onion feels like a green flavour, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think I've been brainwashed into thinking that salt and vinegar is as well.
In the States, it's sour cream and onion, and I assume that's green.
Pringles. Yeah.
That's green as well. Ian says green. Joseph says green. Finally, someone's saying it. Yes, we are saying the truth. That's what we're doing here. We are purveyors of the truth, and the truth is green is cheese and onion in crisps, and it's lime in sweets. And somebody who I assume is related to you says that they like your shirt. There it is.
Oh, hi, Grandma. Thank you. Glad you like the shirt.
Lovely stuff. I think it's a very nice note to end the question on. Thank you for your comments. We're going to move on to question 2 now. I think it's going to be another controversial one. Best part of a Christmas dinner. Max, you have the floor. Open us up.
Definitely all the limes. All of those limes in the Christmas dinner. I love stuffing. I love the stuffing in a Christmas dinner. However, that stuffing is obviously best with the turkey, and so again, I'm sort of straying from the question already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about you?
No one's ever turned it around on me like this. This is a Pulse of the Nation first. It's hard because good roast potatoes. Oh, they're good. But it's very easy to get inconsistent. It's the same with the meat, like good meat and like a good gammon, especially.
Yeah.
But so in terms of consistency, I think it has to be stuffing, or as Ellie says, pigs in blankets.
Yeah, that's another good option. I would have gone for roast potatoes, but because they're available at other times of the year, I chose to go for something a bit Christmas.
They're not special, are they, roast potatoes? Not on a Christmas dinner. Cam says it's a tie between pigs and blankets and bread sauce. That's a Scottish thing, I believe.
Never had bread sauce. I've never had it.
Can you have to educate us? Let us know in the comments, what is bread sauce like? James,
in a bottle.
Is what in a bottle?
Like Hovis in a bottle bread sauce. I don't know. I don't understand what is it? Why is it?
You think they just juiced actual bread?
That's what they've done. That is what they've done. And if anyone says otherwise, they're wrong.
James says mash and gravy. We don't have mash in our Christmas dinners. That's an interesting Canadian quirk.
Sometimes we go a bit overboard and we have roast potatoes and mash because we're mad.
Do you?
We double potato.
Wow, double potato. I mean, you'd have a cold mashed potato or a mashed potato with like the cold salad the next day, but never with the meal. That's interesting.
We also sometimes double up on 2 types of meat as well if we're feeding a lot of people.
That's understandable, but I think double potato, that's interesting.
It's decadent. I'll give you that. It's decadent.
Danica says Yorkshire puddings. My dad says a different type of pudding, Christmas pudding. Charlotte McDonald says, and I think this will be very controversial, parsnips.
Actually, she's onto something there.
Oh, Max, I don't agree. I mean, I'll give you the space to defend yourself, but I hate parsnips. I'm sorry, Charlotte.
Roast parsnips?
No.
Roast parsnips. They are fantastic and deserving of those capital letters with a full stop.
With a full stop. Very emphatic.
My nan tried to convince my little brother when he was a lot younger and not really into vegetables that the roast parsnips she was serving him were in fact chips, and that did not work. So.
What? once my dad did this accident, not like in a way to trick me, but we had an air fryer thing for the chips, and I just had a senior moment. No offense, Dad. And he put in parsnips instead of chips, which like it was actually fish and chips though, so it really stood out that it was not the correct thing.
It was fish and nips.
Fish and nips. He invented a new type of food. Fish and nips. I like that a lot. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe there's something we might be, because we like to, we message occasionally, and we message quite often and like to come up with ideas for t-shirts.
Absolutely.
So maybe we could branch out into meal making, meal prep, and do fish and nips. Ian says the works party after. James also says boozy family fights. Oh goodness, where's Colin? Colin says brandy sauce, never eaten any time of the year. I think that's a good qualifier. Like you say, about
it is.
You have to pick something that you only have at Christmas. A lot of people don't like bread sauce. Danica said doesn't like it. Charlotte says
strong opinions.
If it was nice, you'd have it all year round. Best part of the sprouts, cooked with little bits of chorizo. That is. Yeah, we'll leave a bit of time to ponder on that. Sprouts with chorizo. Maggie says chocolate rum cake. Excuse to start drinking before midday. Ham, to just give a word of positivity towards bread sauce, said it's incredible.
It's incredibly man.
It's incredible.
Incredibly man.
Incredibly man. Yes, we don't. I don't know why we've honed in on so many typos today, but that is it's fun, isn't it? Incredibly man. It's basically breadcrumbs, milk, and butter with some spices. Is absolutely heavenly. I mean, I'll give it a try. I just want to see my comment on screen. There you go. If you comment, or indeed there's a number going across the bottom of the screen, you can get involved and call the show. That's the number 0787 333 566. Call in. That is my personal number. So yeah, you have that. That's yours to take away. Mum and Dad will only double up on Brussels. So Ellie agrees with Gareth, although I don't think they have it with chorizo. That's something I never heard. Get yourselves a wee pack of instant bread sauce, and you'll love it. I will try it. Have you ever had it, Max?
I've never had it, and I haven't heard the best reviews. I think I've only heard people talking about it in a negative sense. But I'm not sure about that.
You want to split a pack?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's bite the bullet. Let's do it.
Good. Roast parsnips with honey. Now,
with honey.
So Gareth's gone Brussels sprouts with chorizo. You've gone roast parsnips with honey. People are getting. You had potato and mash. People are adding weird things to traditional items.
Are you saying I added potato to my potato, and that's a strange combination?
I just don't see it blending at all. Integrate. No, you know what I mean. Just adding.
No, it's a lot of potato. It's a lot of potato.
James says deep fried parsnips. Senior moment, bloody cheek. Sorry, Dad, you're not a senior. Don't put too much cream or custard on your pud. You don't want to overpower it. I believe I'm not in an Auntie Donna quotes mind, but I believe that is a quote from Pud by Auntie Donna.
Genius.
I know. I don't think it is actually, and that might just be Henry's personal opinion. I've not seen. Although it is one of the Auntie Donna brilliant sketch group. If you've never seen Auntie Donna, although it is one of the more famous Auntie Donna sketches, I've not watched it recently enough to know if that's a quote. Crackers and Yorkshire puddings. Oh, as in Christmas crackers.
Okay. I was thinking you put it on a cracker.
No, it's you guys are going to roast me for typos. I'll get you copy striked. We have so many copy strikes, Cam. I don't think they do anything, to be honest. Soggy bread es no bueno. That's, I believe in regards to the bread sauce. Almost anything roasted is good with honey. So that goes back to Charlotte's comment. Apparently roast with honey is good. But put some lime on it, Max. Bread sauce and lime.
Of course. Of course. I'll just add. That's my thing now, is just adding lime to things.
Honey glazed roast veg is great. Honey roasted ham is a thing. A lot of people jumping down our throats on the honey thing.
Yeah, I think it was just the initial shock, but now I'm seeing their point.
Yeah, I can agree with it. Chuffed that you like Auntie Donna. They're so funny. We love Auntie Donna.
Oh,
It
they're great.
is a quote. I thought it was. I started doubting myself then. But as Henry says there, it's not verbatim. Do go check out Auntie Donna. They're a very good sketch group. I sometimes feel very guilty if I. This is such a stupid thing to feel guilty over. I mean, there's so many things to feel guilty over. It's weird that I picked this, but me and Henry really love Auntie Donna. And sometimes, if I've not seen a video in long enough, I'll be very bad at quoting it or recognizing quotes from it, and I'll really kick myself. Like I should be doing my revision, which is odd because I did not have that same level of guilt when I did not revise my A levels. So, sorry, Charlotte. I brought that up and then, let's see what Charlotte said. And basically, she said, "Please don't bring up my picture on." And I've just done that straight away. So sorry. That's the number if you want to call in. We're currently discussing what's the best part of a Christmas dinner. Do you have anything to add on what's been said so far, Max? Any thoughts?
I mean, not really. I think we all just love Christmas dinner. I mean, the real people who we should be concerned about here are the people who can't find anything in a Christmas dinner to love.
Mm-hmm.
That's concerning, and I've gone big on the screen.
Yeah.
Just to give her a moment to change her YouTube profile picture before she makes another comment.
If you have time, Charlotte, go change your YouTube profile picture, and we'll bring you up on the screen again.
Change your identity.
Yeah. What other comments have we got so far? Goose fat roast potatoes hit different. TBH. I do like the phrase "hit different." Do you seen this a lot on like TikTok and stuff?
Yeah, I am seeing it a lot, and I feel in discussing it, I sound incredibly old.
I think we are old now, Max. We're behind the TikTok times.
I do enjoy the "hit different" phrase. Yes. Oh, that's the phone. I'm not going to answer it. It might be for Pulse of the Nation.
Yeah, it somehow got your number instead of mine. If you've not heard this phrase, such as some of my old friends like Danica. Danica's not old. I'm just bullying her for no reason. I'm sorry, Danica. I love you really. But basically, people are like, "Oh, that song just hit different," or "Oh, those roast potatoes hit different." Like, "Oh, it was an extra level. It's a step up," basically.
I think it's a great phrase.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't do the wrong thing. I just completely minimised you. There we go. Let's go. Equal share. I like the idea of honey roasted things, but I'm vegetarian. Ideally, I'd like a honey roasted cracker. So again, are you talking about the pool cracker?
I feel like it would lessen the bang because of the seepage of the honey through the cracker mechanism.
Yeah, it might dampen that sound. Charlotte says the photo was on the front page of the Bournemouth Echo, so got to own it. James says this episode is moving so quickly. It really is. I can't believe how much we're getting through. I think it's this new system. People are more keen to comment when they can see
It's the instant comments. I think. Yeah.
We've not had any calls yet. I think this is probably I'd say the show that's had the most comments, but we've not had a single call. You can call in to discuss anything you want. We've had lots of callers in the past. We've had Tommy Robinson call in. We've had Conservative MP John Glenn call in. We've had a severed hand call in. We've called the ghost of a severed hand call in. All sorts of people have joined into the debate. The owner of a desserts restaurant called Just Puddings have called in. So, whatever you want to call in to discuss. Did you see that?
I did, yeah. It was very funny.
That was my friend Jo. She's fucking old. She still calls them opal fruits. That's Danica again, who to prove her youngness has said, youth. That's the word, youth. I'm super on. Danica, I'm super on fleek.
Super on fleek.
Ellie says, "I'm literally 14. Give me a break." No, we're not having a go. We think we're behind you. That's what I'm saying.
We like what you're saying.
We want to please teach us what we have to do. I've only got like 6 TikTok likes. Ellie, please, you've got to help us. Quote that is kind of. Oh, we're getting a caller in.
Oh, here we go.
Hello, who's that down the line?
Hello,
who's this?
Hi, this is Dominic Robb.
Oh, hello, Dominic Robb.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Aren't you a bit busy at the moment?
Well, I get my 15-minute break, and I was just scrolling through my YouTube feed. And,
Yeah.
well, I decided to just throw a dog a bone, and here I am.
Oh, thank you, Dominic. So what are your thoughts on this debate?
It's very interesting, this whole conversation we've been having about the parsnips and the Brussels sprouts and the whatnot. And for me, when I think back to my childhood and my adolescent years, I always liked the pigs in the blankets. I believe it originated from the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But people say, should they be in the blankets? Is that not showing, a sort of subjugation? To that I say no, because all the blankets do is make them extra yummy scrummy.
It makes you yummy scrummy, and of course you only make things yummy scrummy for two people, the Queen and your wife, isn't that true?
That's quite right. Yeah. Well, obviously the missus does all the cooking. I don't cook.
No, you just have your yummy scrummy pigs in blankets.
Well, that's right. I come home. I say, "Darling, what's for dinner?" She says, "Here it is," and I put on my bib, and I just go to town.
Well, I'm going to hand you over to our wonderful guest Max, see if he has any words for you in a minute. But I just want something you said earlier in the week about taking a knee. I just want to know, Mr. Robb, how do you tie your shoelaces?
Let me be clear on this. Okay, yeah. We've had a lot of speculation in the press. I want this to be absolutely clear as I move my hands in that sort of motion that politicians do, which you can't see.
Yeah. I
want this to be absolutely clear. I do loop, scoop, tie.
Scoop, tie.
Absolutely.
So then we have Dominic Robb there.
From a standing position.
There's been a lot of talk in the press and the Marxists who do their bunny ears type business, which for me is not British. It's anti-British, and it's not.
So, Max, I'll hand you over to the wonderful Max here.
Fantastic.
Max wants to know: do you do that from a standing position? The loop hoop scoop.
I think you'll find, sir. I see what you're trying to do here. Very clever. I actually have a big old house, and what comes with a big old house is lots of flights of stairs. So I can actually sit on my stairs and tie my laces in that manner.
Oh, right. So he's on the stairs. Anything else to say to Rob?
Well, Mr. Rob, thank you for taking questions. I was just wondering what flavour's green.
What flavour is green? Well, that's an excellent question. Let me be clear on this. Green is, for me, it's either pistachio or a flan.
A flan.
Just the one?
Just the one. A singular flan.
Just the one flan. Just on a Sunday evening,
How do you arrive at flan from green?
I'm so sorry. The line's going.
I've got 4 bars, Mr. Robb. I just want to know what your thinking is.
Okay, listen. You've got me. Okay, I'm going to admit it. After Brexit, there's going to be a lot of problems with the food coming to this country. Not all of it will be fresh. It won't all be fresh. Okay, I can't guarantee freshness in the flans.
So everything will be green.
Everything will be green. Yeah.
Some of it, not all of it. I can't promise that. Let me be clear. Some of the food may be green.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you calling in, Dominic.
Thank you so much.
I just wanted to let you know that when I put on the screen that I put a little banner that said on the phone Dominic Robb, and all of a sudden we had a spike of about 11 viewers who obviously thought it was the real Dominic Robb.
It draws in viewers.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks. Can I do a little shout out, please?
Yeah, of course. Do you do your shout out, Mr. Robb?
I just want to say hello to 2 people: the missus, the Queen, and my boy Boris. Keep trucking on, son. We're all behind you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robb. Bye.
Bye now.
Dominic Robb there saying his favorite part of Christmas dinner is pigs in blankets because they make them yummy scrummy. That is official. That is, I know I often worry about saying things libelously, but that is the official government response.
That'll be on the headlines tomorrow.
A yummy scrummy. If we have any journalists in the comments, please do make sure you reference the show and bring some traffic our way. So
we should definitely do this show again in a year and ask the question of what flavour is green and see how many people are commenting. Chicken and the beef is definitely green for me. Because we'll see change.
A little glimpse into the future there from Mr. Arb. The wonderful Ellie, who said, with Ellie and Will, who are family, friends, and family. There's a combination of too many characters got introduced there for me to contextualize everything for you. But a bunch of teenagers are going to teach us how to get up with the trends. That's what they're going to do. Because
that's amazing.
It's a thing on TikTok, and I don't understand it. And do you understand it?
Sort of, yeah, I do. Of course I do, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Max doesn't need it, but I would appreciate that. Thank you so much, Ellie. So are we going to go for the definitive answer to best part of Christmas dinner? Focusing on the food. I like the kind of Christmas parties, alcoholism, stand on things, but I think we have to focus on a food item. What we're going to go.
I'm going to have to go for specifically my dad's stuffing that he makes.
Dad stuffing, and I think a lot of other people went for pigs in blankets. So stuffing / pigs in blankets, and yes. So Ellie's offered to teach us, and Danica, after Ellie and Will have taught me, I will teach you, and then you pass it on to your mother, and it'll be like a reverse of the ancient storytelling of how
passing up the generations.
Exactly, we're passing it up the generations, hand me ups. As it were. So Max has gone for stuffing. I'm going to go for pigs in blankets. Obviously, you've all got your own opinions, but those are the only two correct answers, I'm afraid.
Yes.
So we move on to the final question. Flight versus invisibility. Now, I think this is going to come with a lot of conditions. We'll discuss them as we go through, but broad instinct straight away, would you rather have flight or invisibility? Max?
I'm thinking flight. But I think me as a child would have said invisibility. And my worry with flight is that it wouldn't be just sort of effortless, sort of Iron Man superhero style. You can just take off, and it would actually involve a bird-like flapping of the arms, in which case I fear that it would just become another form of exercise that I don't do.
Yeah. I know. That's a very fair point. If it was arm flapping, it'd just be like going out for a jog, and I don't think I wouldn't want to get involved with that. Just before we move on to the flight invisibility, to quickly come back to the being taught about TikTok, Ellie said that she's going to charge us £30, 68 an hour. We were very oddly specific, but then Shelley wants to be taught about TikTok and everything as well. So Shelley, we'll charge you £31.68 an hour, and then that's a tidy profit. We'll slowly, eventually, we'll have generational understanding, and by the time everyone knows what TikTok is, it'll be gone. There'll be something new. So back to flight invisibility. I agree. I think if this actually happens, it'll be a bit like monkey paw situation. Like you're granted flight, but you have to flap and
stay. And I also have a weird sense of guilt because I feel like I choose flight in order to be environmentally friendly. I mean, what a 21st century answer to a fantasy hypothetical question.
Yeah, so you're virtue signaling even in hypothetical land. I don't think you're virtue signaling. I said virtual signaling then. No, I meant virtue signaling. I'm not one of those people that doesn't understand. Like in the IT crowd when Roy says damp squid instead of damp squib.
Yes.
I brought this comment onto screen. You may have seen it flash up briefly because I thought it related to the question, but then actually towards the end, my dad confessed that he wanted invisibility for wrong, improper, and immoral reasons. So thank you.
Wow. And finished it off with blind man emoji, angel, which is telling. I think.
Sorry. Can we just focus on blind man? I think that's just sunglasses, Max.
Cool. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You do you.
Blind man emoji. Oh, Cam says flight for sure. Would love to hover all over the place, so he doesn't care if he has to flap his wings. Free transport in it. That's a good point.
Yeah, the savings would be again. I'm just.
Yeah, is that? Oh, here's a fun question. Would you rather have this superpower or this superpower? Well, environmentally and financially, I think it would make more sense. Go for flight, no question. Get over the crowds. Charlotte says, I have weird recurring dreams of flying, so my subconscious clearly wants that. I would want flight, but I'm scared of heights. Ian will go. Yeah, that's an interesting point, actually. We'll come back to that. I'll go with invisibility. Then I could sneak onto a plane and fly for free. Oh, that's clever. That's clever from Ian. He's worked out a little system.
Really good.
But yeah, flights and heights, that's going to be an issue, isn't it?
Flying at a low height even. So about the height of your head when you're standing.
But I mean, at that point, because surely that's just like walking, but just like 6 feet off the ground. I mean, I'm not 6 foot.
Yeah.
5'9" off the ground or whatever.
Yeah, that would be fairly. You'd hit a lot. You'd hit an awful lot of things,
wouldn't it? So, if you're scared of heights, would you? So you want flight, but would you settle for invisibility then, Danica? Imagine being able to go and bomb your haters with poop like the pigeons. That's an interesting take on the flight. Whose car would you put on
your haters?
Whose car would you put on first, Max?
Whose car? Oh, it's got to be, well, probably one of our phone-in guests, friends. I'd say.
Phone-in guest friends.
One of our Mr. Raab, who we had on.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought you meant somebody that had commented, but you meant you'd go. Yes, fair enough. I think that's a decision. We have a fan of yours here. Max is an incredible entertainer.
Oh, hello, thank you.
I was really when you said I thought you meant someone in the comments, so I thought I hope you don't mean Denver. He's just been very kind about it. Cam agrees he'd have trouble with the heights thing. Henry goes for invisibility, ability to access any event, gig, football game, festival, etc. Absolutely free. I didn't consider that.
And also, there's the whole thing of the childish thing of making things float. That is just. I don't think that would wear off. I think that would be immensely fun.
It would be, and that's what Danica said as well. She'd use invisibility to haunt people. It would be good. Dad says, "I'm now glad I came onto the debate just to hear the cool dud emoji. Cool dud. So it's not even that funny, but I just because huge to dud is such an important typo, isn't it?
Yeah, it almost changes it completely opposite.
Hey man, you're such a cool dude. Oh man, you're such a dud. But yes, no. Yes, cool dude emoji being referred to a blind man. Did you? I mean, were you going for a joke, or did you actually call?
I said it in jest, but I don't think I put enough of a character on it to the point where you thought I genuinely believed that the emoji.
It was too dead, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
For people saying access with invisibility, just fly into events. Flying still wins, but I would be worried about getting shot down, especially over certain airspaces
and indoor events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that's a fair rebuttal, Charlotte.
You've seen the many pigeons that fly into windows. We'd just be doing the same. Exactly.
We'd just be banging our heads into windows. Have you ever seen a pigeon fly into a window and kill itself?
We've had a pigeon fly into the windscreen when driving. And actually,
that's a very interesting way of putting it, because there is an argument to say that you drove into the pigeon. But
I think it was both our faults, and I wasn't driving, so I didn't take his insurance details. But last week, 3 days in a row, a bird flew into my bedroom window, and I was not driving the house into the bird. That was the bird. That was purely the bird.
3 days in a row.
Yeah, maybe not the same bird, but
maybe there's something in your room. Maybe they thought the flowers on your shirt were real flowers. It's a very good.
Yeah, it was very strange because every day I'd hear this sort of dong.
Dong. Sorry, that was a very fun sound. Yeah, so two people have brought up the clothes point of invisibility. Would your clothes be invisible? I think yes. I'm imagining it, yes.
Yeah, I'm for sake of ease, I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, pardon me.
Because otherwise, winter invisibility would be incredibly inconvenient.
It would. Well, and James said that you would have to walk barefoot.
Oh goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Questionable surfaces.
Yeah. I want to know what surfaces you're imagining there, James. Let us know. What surface? Sorry, I keep teasing Colin. Away from Colin. Oh, Colin? No, back to James. He does have something. No, sorry, back to James. What surfaces are you imagining when he says questionable surfaces?
Gravel.
Oh, I was imagining like festival toilets and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, questionable. That is actually questionable. Yeah, public toilets, festival toilets.
Despite the nature of the show, we actually hate questionable. We really do.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
So let's actually come to Colin now. He said, "How would Tinder work if everybody chose invisibility?" I suppose you would you be constant? You'd be able to turn it on and off.
Yeah, I feel like it's the sort of thing you could activate. Like you're not constantly flying and you're not constantly invisible.
Are we being too kind on invisibility? Because I feel like we've given it the benefit of the doubt on the clothes issue. We've given it the benefit of the doubt on the turning on and off. But when it came to flight, we were like, "Oh, you're gonna have to flap your arms." Are we being hard?
So let's say you're doing it Iron Man style, and you can just take off like a cool dud into the sky. There it is.
You're a cool dud, like Tony Stark, flying into the sky.
I'm just a cool dad like Tony Stark. I mean, it would be. Do you know? It would just be really great if we could hear from Tony himself at some point, because I think he'd be able to tell us a lot.
Tony Stark, you're listening, call in. So yeah, we want a bit of a fairer argument on the flight side. I think we're being a bit too kind to visibility. How about you guys just don't steal entertainment? Shocking behavior. Oh, so this is on the point of walking into festivals and stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. We should, especially now, we need to support our arts industry. James confirmed that questionable surfaces meant bathrooms. Do you work on TikTok now? I assume that's aimed at you, Max.
I have a few videos up there. I still don't understand it. It's an absolute. It's confusing. It really is. It's full of children.
That's why
when you post a video, you just get a child commenting first because they've commented first on your video. It's baffling, but that's a thing that they actively seek out to do now.
I know it's a thing briefly on YouTube, but then the kind of people grew to not care. But I think maybe where TikTok's quite instant, people really want to.
It is. It's very, very quick. Strange. Don't know how it works.
Quick spoiler alert, a massive spoiler alert, actually. Tony Stark is dead, guys. Henry
no.
is there. So Tony Stark won't be calling into the show.
Certainly right for not watching the films.
Yeah. Have you not seen any of the...
I've seen them. I don't think I was paying a brilliant amount of attention, though.
Fair enough. I really like them. I didn't see the whole. I've not seen every Marvel movie. Like I'm not bothered with Hulk or anything.
I've seen a fair few and I've enjoyed them. I just haven't dedicated myself to watching them all. And maybe I should because they are quite funny in places as well. Yeah.
Especially I think more recently, even
more.
People seem to want invisibility for bad reasons, whereas flying can just be fun. And sorry, I was trying to battle through it, but where I was like starting to like kind of half burp, it just sounded like I was welling up at the comment. Like,
well, I almost thought you were because this is the most wholesome comment we've had.
Yeah. So flying can just be fun and innocent and give your legs a rest, like having a about to say having a trampoline, but that works your legs. But yeah, like just be like a fun little thing to do.
I might go for flight then.
I think Cam makes a good point. We should support the arts, so let's not sneak into places, and especially bathrooms. That's a very tricky area. I know you were talking about walking barefoot on bathrooms, but it did make me think, as Charlotte says, people want invisibility for bad reasons. So I think I'm leaning towards flight as well. Also, Charlotte, I'm so sorry. We made you change your picture, and then this software has not picked up that you've changed your picture, Charlotte. So it's still.
That's such a shame.
I do
We'll
apologize.
just have to keep her comment up.
Yeah, we'll just leave your photo there. If you have any final thoughts before we close the show, 07827 333 566. Thank you so much for everyone. We're coming to the end of the show. I should have made that clear. We're slowly wrapping up. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and calling in and commenting. We had so many comments today. I really appreciated it. It's nice to bring them up onto screen. Like this is new. I enjoy this. I wanted to say, because we moved, it used to be at 6 o'clock. We moved it to 7 o'clock. And one of the reasons I moved it was my friend George said it was too early. Like he missed a lot of it. So I thought, oh, maybe that's true of a lot of people. So I moved it to 7 o'clock. And then he doesn't even watch the show now that it's at 7 o'clock. So that's his Twitter handle. His name's George Backhouse. I don't support doxing, but just so don't do anything stupid. But go and tweet him. Go and tweet at the Backhouse G and tell him, why aren't you tuning into Pulse of the Nation? It's got fancy new graphics. He moved it to 7 o'clock just because of you. At the Backhouse G, please go abuse this man on Twitter. Not literal abuse, please. Don't go so far that it's an issue, but. Give him some stick for not tuning into the show at the Backhouse G. Cam says you've got a lovely picture, Charlotte. So don't worry about it. Cam thinks it's a lovely picture.
It's not a terrible picture at all.
No, it's a good picture. I mean, obviously, it's a younger version of. Yeah, it's from 2013. So you probably feel very different from that, but it's still a nice picture. James says, the more movies that are available to me, the less I watch. The paradox of the crazy amounts of content out there. Can't choose, so I don't. I think that's on the Marvel question. Ellie says, Invisibility, 100%. Danica says, James says, love. Sorry, I just realised it wasn't related to the thing. Or unless he's returning. Who are you? Who is that at? I don't know who that's at. I won't bring it up onto the screen just in case. Love the Twitter heat. I've tweeted him, bastard. Good. Just a reminder, if you want to tweet him about Backhouse G, give him some stick on Twitter. Coming back to the comments. Max whips out his laptop and smirks while searching them on Twitter. Love that. It was a very smooth motion. Did you have that ready?
Oh, well, not ready for that, but I do now.
So,
wow, there are some tweets rolling in.
How do I get on the Twitter? You have a Twitter account. You follow me, Dad. You just have to sign into your Twitter and go, please tweet my friend George.
1 minute ago from Henry. Wow.
Colin says, coming back, we'll end the show on
whoa.
Creme de menthe is green. So our very first question about green, creme de menthe is green. Thank you, Colin. You brought us to a nice short close. We've decided that morally, financially, and environmentally, flying is the best. So we've gone for flight. We've gone for stuffing / pigs in blankets. Green is lime / salt
and
onion / creme de menthe. So that's the end of this new world, this new setup for Pulse of the Nation. Do you like it?
It's swanky. It's brilliant.
Thank you, man. Do you have anything to plug? What do you want to plug to our wonderful viewers out there?
If you fancy watching some utter nonsense, then I made a series at the start of lockdown, and it's called Drivel Peddler, which is very obscure. So maybe just search my name, which is that on the YouTube.
You say it's insecure, but it's actually a very good. Like I've searched Drivel Peddler on Google, and you are the first thing to come up. So it's a good.
Am I a Google whacking? Did it hit different?
There's several other. It hit different, yes. Let me bring up I'll type it in a little banner so people can see. Drivel Peddler is very good. It's like a sketch show with ventriloquism and all sorts. Have I spelled that right?
One D in my version.
Sorry. No,
Don't worry.
You have the correct spelling. I've just spelled it wrong. So yeah, go check that out. It's a very good show. I've watched every episode. And it's on Facebook. It's on Facebook now as well. So even if you don't
I'm uploading them on Saturdays now. So we've got episode 3 coming in this Saturday. Yeah, on my Facebook page, which is my name or at Max Fulham Comedy, whatever. But on Twitter, I am Max Fulham. Yeah, it's all different stuff. But yeah, my name's out there somewhere.
You can follow me. You can follow Max. Max is a fantastic ventriloquist and comedian. Generally does all sorts of sketches and stuff. Go check it out. Dad said this new setup is great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your love today. Thank you for joining us. Any last words, Max?
Oh, thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun. It's good to be on a show that I've enjoyed over the past series 1 and the start of series 2. Yeah.
It's nice. It's very nice. Yeah, it's nice to have people that know the show on. Not that other people have been like, I thought, you know, not that I'm blaming other guests for not doing their research, but I feels like I've no, because I'm giving myself a saviour complex there. So I'm about to say, it feels like I'm rewarding you for your loyalty.
Don't dig too far. Just accept it.
Exactly. I would have had you on anyway because you're a very funny man. Go follow Max. Go follow me. Thank you for joining us today. Goodbye.
Bye.